The way the red light washes over the face and neck, creating a quiet, isolated world where the outside noise doesn't exist. The world is too loud, but in here it's just color and quiet. A very soft brush hit snare, no kick drum yet. I turn my head back against the dark, erasing every single question mark. The crimson light is painting on my skin. I don't know where the shadows begin. My eyes are closed, but I see the hue, a heavy shade of red instead of blue. The air is thick, the air is still, bending the moment to my will. No sirens, no phones, no city screams, just the texture of the waking dreams, wrapped in a velvet. Soft red silence, a beautiful end to the day's violence. It covers me up like a second sheet, slowing down the rhythm of the heartbeat. I'm safe inside the spectrum of the glow, watching the heavy minutes move slow. Nothing to fix, nothing to balance, just me in the soft red silence. My hand is resting on the curve of the chest, checking the pulse, putting mine to rest. The black polish on my nails is dark, a stark contrast to the ruby spark. I breathe in the color, I breathe out the gray, watching the wreckage of the world away. This room is a capsule, this room is a womb, quietly blooming in the heavy gloom. So quiet, so quiet. So quiet, not empty. It's full of warmth and pull, surrounded on. Where did you be when I had you? Wrapped in a velvet soft red silence, a beautiful end to the day's violence. It covers me up like a second sheet, slowing down the rhythm of the heartbeat. I'm safe inside the spectrum of the glow, watching the heavy minutes move slow. Nothing to fix, nothing to balance, just me in a soft red silence. Tilt my chin up to the ceiling fan, surrendering the structure of the plan. The red light washes over the throat, a visual silence on which we float. My black nails rest against the skin, where the physical trouble begins. I'm waiting for the signal, waiting for the sign, tracing the invisible, delicate line. The distance is closing, the air is thin. I can't feel the warmth where you have been, right here.
Breath on my collarbone, sending a shiver through the safety zone. It's lighter than a feather, heavier than lead, spinning all the thoughts inside of my head. A ghost sensation on the hollow of the neck,
keeping the wild emotions in check. I don't need a touch to feel the unknown, just breathe.
Shadows conjure shapes on the wall. I'm ready to fly high, I'm ready to fall. The exposure is dangerous, the exposure is sweet. Feeling the radius of the body.
You hover above like a crimson cloud. The silence is deafening, the silence is loud. My pulse is jumping under the hand, reacting to the proximity of the land. Portamento clap as a melody or in the end.
Focus on the wife you share.
I'm not killing a shorty, man.
Breath on my my collarbone, sending a shiver through the safety zone. It's lighter than a feather, heavier than lead, spinning all the thoughts inside of my head. A ghost sensation on the hollow of the neck,
keeping the wild emotions in check. I don't need a touch to feel the unknown. Just breathe on my collarbone.
breath on my collarbone, sending a shiver through the safety zone. It's lighter than a feather, heavier than lead, spinning all the thoughts inside of my head.
Keeping the wild emotions in check. I don't need a touch to feel the unknown. Just breathe on my collarbone. I close my eyes to shut the city out, erasing every shadow of a doubt. The crimson light is heavy on her face, slowing down the frantic mental pace. My skin is drinking in the ruby glow, melting all the ice and all the snow. The nerves are settling, the static dance, the body and the spirit making amends. When the blood is warm, the head is clear. There is no room for the panic here. Feeling good, warm skin, quiet mind, leaving the heavy baggage far behind. The heat is a blanket, the heat is a drug, safe inside the center of the rug. I focus on the temperature alone, turning off the ringer on the phone. It's the only peace that I can never find. Just warm skin and a quiet mind. My hand is resting on the beating heart, watching the anxiety depart. The black nails contrast with the red flare, a visual silence hanging in the air. I don't need to think, I don't need to solve. I just let the heavy world dissolve. Suspend them in the amber and the heat, making the isolation history. Degrees of volume down, the best feeling in the town. So quiet, warm skin, quiet mind, leaving the heavy baggage far behind. The heat is a blanket, the heat is a drug, safe inside the center of the rug. I focus on the temperature alone, turning off the ringer on the phone. It's the only peace that I can never find. Just warm skin and a quiet mind. My palm is pressed against the clavicle bone, listening to the rhythm of the unknown. The red light softens the edges of the wall, making the chaotic world feel small. I tilt my head back to catch the air, suspended in the silence of the crimson flare. Everything is heavy but light as a feather, holding the body and the soul together. The panic is gone, the race is run. I'm orbiting a different kind of sun. Slow heartbeat, damn room. A flower opening in the quiet gloom. I count the seconds between a beat, surrendering to the wave of the heat. No rushing forward, no looking back, just a steady movement on the ruby track. The most honest sound that I can consume, just a slow heartbeat in a damn room. The black nail polish is a shadow mark, resting on the skin in the semi-dark. Feel the vibration travel through the hand, understanding things I didn't plan. The atmosphere is thick, a velvet wrap, closing the distance of the mental gap. I am the keeper of this quiet pace, safe inside the boundaries of this space. Steady. Steady or low. Sim plays a long sustained melody over empty, over empty. Focus on the subbeat smashing the ears. 1, 2, breathing in, breathing out, perfectly still. Slow heartbeat, damn room, so slow. The flower opening in the quiet gloom. I count the seconds between the beats, surrendering to the wave of the heat. No rushing forward, no looking back, just a steady movement on the ruby track. The most honest sound that I can consume, just a slow heartbeat in a dim room. Just a slow heartbeat in a dim room. So steady. The night stays on me. The crimson stain is deep in the pour. I'm not the same person I was before. I tilt my head back to catch a flow. It's clinging to the neck, clinging to the hair. Physical weight in the empty air. The morning sun can try to break in, but it can't penetrate the second skin. I carry the darkness like a heavy coat. A silent scream caught in the throat. It's part of me. The night stays on me, a permanent mark that the eyes can't see. The room is gone but the feeling remains, running like ink through the blue veins. I wash my face but the shadow stays, counting the nights and ignoring the days. A beautiful curse that I can't flee. The night stays on me. Phaser effect on the hi-hats. My hand is resting where the heart used to be, absorbing the memory of a dying heat. The black nails are a piece of the dark, leaving a cold and beautiful mark. I walk through the hours in a red haze, lost in the center of the midnight maze. The silence is sticky, the silence is sweet, wrapping around the hands and the feet. Strips, veins and haze, soaked and dyed deep, the secret I keep forever. The night stays on me, a permanent mark that the eyes can't see. The room is gone but the feeling remains, running like ink through the blue veins. I wash my face but the shadow stays, counting the nights and ignoring the days. A beautiful curse that I can't flee. The night stays on me. Passion as a distraction. Clothes on tighter now. Feel. I shook a very little against the glare, finding the emptiness hanging in the air. The red light bleeds through the lash line. but I refuse to look for a sign. My hand is anchored on a broken chest, put in a frantic optic nerve to rest. I am a statue in the center of the void. Every visual bridge has been destroyed. I don't need to see the walls to know they are there. I navigate the map by the movement of hair. Going blind. No light, just feeling. Touching the floor, touching the ceiling. The eyes are useless in a room like this, where the shadow creates a kind of abyss. I trade the color for the texture of skin, betting the physical memory beating. It's a dangerous freedom, a sensory healing. No light, just feeling. My fingers trace the collarbone in the dark, searching for the friction, searching for the spark. The black nail polish disappears in the black. There is no visual way to track. I rely on the heat, I rely on the breath. A temporary blindness, a little death. The silhouette is gone, the shape is lost, but I am willing to pay the cost. Darkness is on it. Just feel it. Twilight. Just feel it. Trust the hand, not the eyes on me. Touch the wind. Just feel it. Feel it. Darkness is honest. Light lighters, trust the hand, not the eyes. The eyes are useless in a room like this, where the shadow creates a kind of abyss. I trade the color for the texture of skin, doubting the physical memory beacon. It's a dangerous freedom, a sensory healing. No light, just feel. The night stays on me. The crimson stain is deep in the pore. I'm not the same person I was before. I tilt my head back to catch a flow. It's clinging to the neck, clinging to the hair. Physical weight in the empty air. The morning sun can try to break in, but it can't penetrate the second skin. I carry the darkness like a heavy coat, a silent scream caught in the throat. It's part of me. The night stays on me, a permanent mark that the eyes can't see. The room is gone but the feeling remains, running like ink through the blue veins. I wash my face but the shadow stays, counting the nights and ignoring the days. A beautiful curse that I can't flee. The night stays on me. Laser effect on the hi-hats. My hand is resting where the heart used to be, absorbing the memory of a dying heat. The black nails are a piece of the dark, leaving a cold and beautiful mark. I walk through the hours in a red haze, lost in the center of the midnight maze. The silence is sticky, the silence is sweet, wrapping around the hands and the feet. Strips, vein the haze, soaked and dyed deep, the secret I keep forever. me, a permanent mark that the eyes can't see. The room is gone, but the feeling remains, running like ink through the blue veins. I wash my face, but the shadow stays, counting the nights and ignoring the days. A beautiful curse that I can't flee. The night stays on me. The clock on the wall has crossed the line, leaving the logic and the syntax behind. I tilt my head back into the crimson shade, letting the senses slowly fade. My hand is resting on the source of the sound, but the voice in my throat is nowhere to be found. The black polish glimmers in the low light, closing the door on the verbal fight. Words are for the daylight, words are for the crowd. Everything in here is too soft to be loud. After midnight I don't talk, I don't explain, I don't walk the walk. I let the silence do the heavy lifting, while the shadows and the smoke are drifting. Read the braille on the surface of the skin, that's where the real conversation begins. Don't ask me a question, don't make me balk, because after midnight I don't talk. The red light washes out the need to define the blurry boundary of yours and mine. I swallow the phrases that I meant to say, saving them up for another day. The quiet is a luxury, the quiet is a key, cutting the strings of the puppet string, just the sound of breath and the sound of heat, making the night time incomplete. Don't talk. Lips are sealed, truth revealed, no more noise, just this poised silent night. After midnight I don't talk, I don't explain, I don't walk the walk. I let the silence do the heavy lifting, while the shadows and the smoke are drifting. Read the braille on the surface of the skin, that's where the real conversation begins. Don't ask me a question, don't make me bow, because after midnight I don't talk. I don't talk. After midnight, I don't talk. After midnight, I don't talk. Where do I end? Where does the night begin? I can't tell anymore. The edges of the body are starting to fade, dissolving in the shadow that the silence made. I tilt my head back to the velvet ceiling, losing the sight, keeping the feeling. The red light acts like a heavy erasure, removing the lines of the facial feature. I'm slipping through the cracks of the floor, I'm not a solid object anymore. Gravity is losing its hold on the room. I'm a ghost flower beginning to bloom. Close enough to disappear, slipping through the atmosphere. The boundary line is gone, the self is erased, lost in the warmth of the crimson embrace. I don't wanna be found, I don't wanna be seen, just a pixel of light in the middle of a dream. The ultimate freedom is the loss of the fear, close enough to disappear. My hand on the chest compass is the anchor point, but the red light is loosening every joint. The black nails float in the ruby sea. Detached from the person that's supposed to be me. I breathe in the void, I breathe out the name. Returning to the dust from where I came. Invisible, weightless, and perfectly still. Bending the reality to my will. Close enough to disappear, slipping through the atmosphere. The boundary line is gone, the self is erased. Lost in the warmth of the crimson embrace. I don't wanna be found, I don't wanna be seen. Just a pixel of light in the middle of the dream. The ultimate freedom is the loss of the fear. Close enough to disappear. I don't wanna be found, I don't wanna be seen. Just a pixel of light in the middle of the dream. The ultimate freedom is the loss of the fear. Close enough to infinite peer. I keep my eyes closed against the coming gray, refusing to acknowledge the start of the day. My hand is pressed hard against the sternum bone, protecting the fire in the danger zone. The red light is fading from the physical wall, but inside the chest I can feel it all. It's not a flicker, it's not a spark. It's a steady furnace glowing in the dark. Time moves forward, time moves on, but the feeling I have isn't dead and gone. It's stronger now. Still here, still burning. The world outside is constantly turning, but I am anchored in the crimson heat. Listen to the rhythm of the final beat. The silence didn't kill the flame inside. It only gave it a better place to hide. Long after the shadows and the ghosts return, I am still here and I still burn. Black nail polish is the only scar, a remnant of the night that went too far. I tilt my head back to feel the last ray, storing the warmth for the cold of the day. I am not empty, I am not cold. I am a story that is waiting to be told. The exposure was long, the exposure was deep, a promise that the body is gonna keep. Burning, I still here, still burning. The world outside is constantly turning, but I am anchored in the crimson heat. Listen to the rhythm of the final beat. The silence didn't kill the flame inside. It only gave it a better place to hide. Long after the shadows and the ghosts return, I am still here and I still burn. Universe is precious, dust to dust, but the fire